Короче, не знаю, в чем проблема была. Видимо, опять РКН балуется. Все. Ничего плохого РКН не говорим, только все хорошее. Ведь так? Они же у нас хорошие ребята. Правильную работу делают. Ай, 2800, кстати, нормально. На прокачку Вивиана мне должно хватить. Куда я зашел? Не туда я... Так, я тоже через битрейтом, да? Я, кстати, знаю, что я забыл. Я себя забыл выделить. Мне просто показалось, что типа лагает. Ой, ну. Да. У меня просто сейчас 33 экрана перед типом, перед лицом, извините. Так, на чем мы остановились? Мы остановились на том, что мы прокачивали ей навыки, задатки, то есть, извините. Так, мы, значит, вот это нам пришло. Это нормально. Так, вызов сейчас бросим быстренько. Я себя забыл. Или пофигу, или без меня. Ладно, да. Пусть пока без меня. Так. Так, это у меня есть, тут стоит, нет музыки, все. Так, музыка. Музычка есть. Йоу. Так. И еще бы, знаете, чей это урон? Не асроял ли? Ага, да? Охуеть, там моментально полоску хп сняло. 44 секунды. Да. Мне очень вот интересно, нужна ли фоновая музыка? Ладно, во время сюжета я, наверное, фоновую музыку отключу, она не нужна будет. Так, беспощадно, я let's go. Или у меня хватает денег. Я не помню, там дают эти монеты или нет. Сейчас, ладно, схожу. Нет, стой. Вот это я заберу. Так, мне надо синенький же, да? Да, синенькие, они за что даются? Я не помню. Ну не лагай. Занулевую каверну. Спасибо. Объяснили. Разъяснили. Вот этот. Все. Так, точно, да. Продвижение завершено. Так. Я переключу, извините. О, нифига, песенка. Ну, это русская версия. Мне оригинал прям вообще заходит. Особенно как в аниме это было сделано во время битвы, извините. Что у меня уже язык заикается. Почему? Я понял. Все. Ладно, на стриме это не буду говорить. Так, что? Что, кстати, что за ЦСКА? Что? А когда это сделали? Когда это добавили? Я не помню. Хуярит. Блять, он опять меня наебал. Ай-яй-яй. Хуесос. Напоследок меня ударил. Спинары. Так, ладно, без авторских. Давай. А, там просто 300 урона. Ёбаный рот, просто миллиона урона. Ой, шоу тоже летает. Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй. Ёб, сколько урона. Давай, шоу, то есть себя добьем. Ешка меня не... А! Вот, где пизда, брат. Что? Досыпался. Я уже боялся, что у меня опять зависнет на этом моменте. Что такие грустненькие песни у меня в плейлисте? Ой, в плейлисте, да, в рекомендациях. Алло. Алло, алло, алло. Мне повеселее можно? Так. Я не буду ей в навыки фул качать сегодня. Я вот ей вот это прикрою, закрою. О! Усиление навыков, на навыки поторгую. Я браслетик не надену на нее. Мне, наверное, не хватит, да? Стопэ. Так, ей же рука нужна. Да, я короновать не смогу ее. Ладно. Да, я, наверное, навыками не добью ей силу атаки. Так, значит, я не посмотрел, какие характеристики у нее. У него есть базовая атака, знание аномалий. Да, я так и знал, что знание аномалии много дает. И базовая атака. Да, все, если я ее выбиваю, у меня и... Как сказать? Знание аномалии, наверное, добьется. Сколько там? 400? Блять, или... Насчет знания аномалии не знаю, добьется или нет. А вот сила атаки у меня добьется. Это точно. Я базарю. Так, а контроля аномалии у меня не слишком много. Там надо 180. Да, 150, 180. У меня уже 182. Откуда? Что? Знание аномалии. Знание аномалии. Ёп. Ладно. Может, это наоборот к лучшему? Ну, по идее, у меня она нормально собрана, хорошо. Крит урон 102. О, шанс крит попадания у нее. Ебать. Или это без разницы ей? Я не знаю. Ладно, я более-менее... Чтобы открыть для себя агента, ага, нашли на пошле этого. Все, я, по идее, что я могу сказать? Вивиан более-менее прокачана, да, не фул, но играбельно. играбельно. Урона дофига, не сказать миллиона, но урона дает нормально. Если я, конечно, со Сраевой не путаю, хотя у меня у Сраевой тоже не особо много урона. Как за нее играть, я пока сам не понял. А, чё, так, F7? Ой, F7. FN, F7. И все, я по идее же все сделал. Так, тут у меня ни на что не хватает. Тут у меня 6, тут 4. Это я по идее там могу купить, но нет. Так. Это выполняется, это после сюжетки, это я потом выполню. Это у меня тут пройдено. Можно сказать, что пройдено. Опасный штурм. Бля, я опасный штурм, сука. Это, сука. Меня так опасный штурм бесит. Это такая... Аж рыгать охота. Извините. О, точно, тут. О, тут у меня, кстати, да. Тут это надо пройти. Это, по идее, пройдено. Пройдено. Сука. Тоже, сука, рыгать охота от этого задания. Такое долгое, нудное, пиздец. И награды не за такое время. Нифига. Все. Чё? Можно, так сказать, можно проходить сюжет. Читать я, наверное, не буду. Я устану. Да и то я корявый читаю. Очень интересно, да, что с Югой случится. Потому что он 100 пудов выжил. Ну, сука, как он выжил? Вот это мне супер интересно. Так, секунду. Ладно, пока... так и быть, я себя не буду делать. Я сделаю так. Вот так вот. Все, вот так нормально. Так, заблокировать. Все, чтобы это, весь экран было видно. Кто там? Покажи. Там кто-то есть? Я не вижу. Никто. Ладно, я думал... дополнительно дело, надо было присчитать время. Я думал, там кто-то у нас валяется на нашем диванчике. Тихо. Йоу. Я уже в мурашках. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Охуенное начало. Мне уже нравится. Я уже в мурашках. У меня все. Улыбка до ушей. Let's go, погнали.
The other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Нифига там поза, конечно.
What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but...
Тут, наверное, было бы прикольно за Вайза играть, а не за Бэй. Ну ладно.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Хартман.
Is it
Я
Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to
забыл,
turn
кто
people
такой
against
Хартман.
Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Topps is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. If I'm not mistaken, Topps is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
Все, я вспомнил, кто такой
That's what
Хартман.
worries me.
Все.
Hartman,
До меня
in all
долетело,
likelihood,
дошло.
must have taken
Заплыло.
a sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss.
Чего? Великолепный фаэтон. Чего, блядь? Великолепный фаэтон. Ну, ёбаный в рот, я язык сломаю.
We can't make our guest wait. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store.
Ага,
Knows Vivian
о,
is
Ликон
with us,
ждет.
so he's hesitant about coming in.
А почему он боится? Типа... Да, ладно. Так, у меня еще такой вопрос появился. Ну, не вопрос, а это такое на будущее сюжет. Мне очень интересно, вот в конце предыдущей сюжетки, да, когда, ну, вот в глазах Виакона Вивиан, отражение мы когда видели ее в глазах, и она заплакала. Мне вот интересно, это к чему было? Это либо реальная смерть наших героев, либо, как мне кажется, падение Фаэтона, ну, то есть самой вот этой группировки Фаэтона. То есть, мне кажется, все разузнают, кто такие Фаэтоны, и там будут какие-то проблемы. Либо, короче, не буду мучить себе голову. Короче, очень интересно знать, что произойдет в будущем. Что за предсказание было у Вивиан. А как мы знаем, Вивиан предсказывает только плохое будущее. Возможно, нам расскажут, что она может и хорошее предсказывать, но пока нам известно, что она предсказывает плохое будущее. Да уж.
He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Так, сразу предупрежу, во время сюжета я буду, редко заглядываю в чат, так что, да, если я пропущу сообщение, не обижайтесь. Рано или поздно я... А почему тут дополнительные задания показываются? Ладно, рано или поздно, если я увижу, я прочту ваше сообщение. Потому что во время сюжетки я очень редко смотрю в чат. Доброе.
Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Чё, у меня окно открыто, что ли?
Yes, it's an urgent request
Видимо,
from
да.
the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, As a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian.
Ну, да, Вивиана вообще в самом порядке.
Hugo made many mistakes.
Пока она с нами,
betrayed
она
the principles of
кайфует
Mockingbird, but
от всей
I'm
жизни.
certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Блин, мне предыдущий голос Леокона нравился. Он такой более басовый, что ли, был. А сейчас он такой мягкий. Если можно, конечно, так сказать, выразиться. Вот. Мне кажется, я прям что-то супер громкий. Вот так вот сделаю.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please, accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily.
Она что-то
Wouldn't you
знает.
agree?
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out?
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Так, секундочку, опять. Я, наверное, вот это еще уберу. Да.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand.
Так, по идее,
When
все
you've made up
остальное
your
не
minds,
должно-
you can
ничего не
find me at the Ballet
мешает,
Twins.
как я смотрю. Слева белая полоса какая-то. Я надеюсь, не критично. Так. Угу. Близнецы балет. Балет. Балет, балет, балет. Так, Лиакончик, давай встретимся с тобой. Так, секундочку. Чё я? Блять, пристрои мышки. Ебаный. Извините. Так. Так, а я не могу тут менять персонажа. Ладненько.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me.
Что-то сейчас такой вопрос у меня в голове возник. Мы видели мэра? Нам показывали его? Или нет? Я вот просто не помню.
I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter.
Лондон, по идее, мы слышим впервые, да? Или нет? Просто я как будто впервые слышу.
Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago.
Кажется, пиздешь.
Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, no one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away, and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Raven. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city.
Мне кажется, если бы они вот так вот сделали, все пошло по полной жопе. Как и бывает там в разных фильмах. Да? Нет? Не знаю. Подумаем.
And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS and Mr. Mayor.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you?
Так, стоп, откуда он знает, что Вивиан с нами?
Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens.
Или Лиакон
I'm
сказал.
not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the pop.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who is, as I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
А вот это, которое сейчас говорят исследовательница, это не Исюань? Ну, короче, новая, которая в 2.0 должна появиться. Это он совершенно не про нее говорит?
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifice.
А имя скажи этой наставнице. Не наставница, а
We don't
человека.
want new Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. Какую в каверну? Что? Вивен, так.
Eradicate all evil. Good day, Lord Phaethon.
Наебал.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
А, это смена. Сука. Сам себя наебал. Нет, я тогда это.
This is the path I follow.
За своих поиграю.
Good day. Please, lead the way, Lord Phaethon.
Что? Пожалуйста, Рипта? Она сказала. Или мне послушалось?
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. Right.
Я хочу посмотреть, какой у нее обычный урон. Ладно, не узнаю. Ага, застрял. Ай-яй-яй, как она остановилась. Ай-яй-яй.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. Shh. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Извините.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out...
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave, and we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Такой же вот вопрос, кто она?
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who's this she you keep
I apologize. The she I'm referring to is with the exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover that I never meant to hide anything from you. For me, the exaltists bring back painful memories. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime.
Я угарная.
Let's track down those dormant sacrifices. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that
О, стоять.
something bad is about to happen. Don't touch me.
Ну, меня бить просто без шансов.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
Так.
Mockingbird
это?
might be
Надо
seen as the
мной
bad
это
guys
что?
by a lot of people, but
Да, это, видимо, надо мной. Ё-моё.
ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. Nothing here
Ладно,
either.
нормально, я успел.
Are we too late?
Надо было прочитать, что она там говорила.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Она это есть она?
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian.
Без стекла, пожалуйста. Пожалуйста. Мне в прошлый раз стекла... столько было стекла, это пипец. Я отходил 2 дня.
No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's
Пожалуйста.
ahead for me.
Две сюжетки просто без стекла.
You've
Не
made
надо.
your choice. And I've made one last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Nathan, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Careful!
Ракета, бомба,
Let's take care of the
петарда.
ethereal first. What an eyesore. I see it.
You two took longer than I expected.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifice.
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able... I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the sacrifice core.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those 2 TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan. And that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was bare. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan? My contacts are just near 6th Street.
I'm in. Let's go together.
Так. И что это за старые друзья? Неужели? Ой. Неужели это кто-то из новых героев? Персонажей?
An old friend of
Ого,
mine said she has some
погнали.
new intel.
Куда побежала?
She's like a mentor to me.
Серьезно? Рэй?
I learned a lot about data scraping on Internet thanks to her.
Давно не
Rain!
виделись?
Long time no see.
Реально.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your eye...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
Секретики. Супер интересные секретики.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years, and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollows. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so...
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything?
I dug up some info online, and one thing, a few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, I've been curious for what...
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is... But honestly, whoever they are in real life, you've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
А мне очень хочется обратить внимание на эти слова.
Let's hurry.
Какой здоровяк? Вот этот? Здоровяк? Да не был? Сегодня утром я вылез в пустыне. А, понял. Песочница. Пустыня. Да. Реально уже думал, что это объездная. А это, оказывается, песочница.
One Teddy Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too.
Вот она,
I knew Lord
песочница.
Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Кто? А,
Don't take me back,
Duolingo.
please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just, I don't know anything. I swear.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
It's my fault. I was greedy. I did.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they...
No! It's my fault. It's all on me.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your... Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, when we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got spit. Then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped. I didn't want...
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in the...
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. What exactly was in that box? I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into... I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this...
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first, and just as Rain said, I've come along.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even real...
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
Ого, синематик. О, тот самый.
Lord Phaethon!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you. And now I've finally made it to your side.
Сука, я думаю, другие слова путать из рахбах.
I
Сука!
had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought
Уля-ля, так.
disaster.
Сфоткать, заскриншотить, сохранить. Секундочку. О, наверное, Интер. Хуяк, 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 хуяк. Хак. Чпок. И готово.
I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaethon.
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then,
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Оска.
Huh? No!
Да, у меня такие же
Lord
эмоции.
Ethan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Ethan, I truly like who I've become.
Ой,
Nikon
здрасте.
just sent a message. There's an update.
Че, пошли со мной? Нет, ты не пойдешь. Я
Let's
один
head back
пойду.
to the video.
А? Чё? Блять, проебал. Пох. Иу. Я много. О,
Well, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when you returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss
Свань.
Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
Let's
I
go.
knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you. Please ensure your safety.
Извините, но я буду... О, спасибо. Но я буду своим отродиком играть.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Вот это и есть Хартман, да?
Camille,
Да.
you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet.
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she...
Kind of. Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You are in capable hands.
Дан-дан-дан.
Ethereal!
За никого
Stay
нету?
away from Lord Vathan!
Нет, тут ничего нету. О, вот так близко. Ай-яй-яй.
There's no time to lose.
Да. Вот
Looks like
такие
Hartman's
вот
trying to negotiate for more
враги.
leverage.
Так, у нас тут тоже чисто.
Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan.
Йоу. А? Первую нам туда надо будет.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord
Здрасте.
Phaethon.
Тут у нас ничего нету.
It's over.
О!
They're still over there.
Ah.
Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has
Я
the
не
sacrifice
посмотрел,
core,
какие у него удары.
Hartman or the Exaltist,
Чё?
it would be really dangerous. Our best move is to seize it before they do and destroy it.
Так, а если задержать атаку? Нету такого, нету. Ладно. О, халява.
Hand over what's in the box.
Че, серьезно?
Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big.
Let's
Во,
hurry
куда
and secure the
улетела?
sacrifice core.
Я чуть-чуть обосрал тушки.
Lord Phaethon, the box. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin.
How did you even find your... Where's the core in the box?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Ух ты! Ебать.
Vivian, it's been ages.
Ебать.
Dina!
Вот кого
Oh
не
my,
ждали.
You actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they...
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't.
Как она ее хуярит, а?
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. However, I do understand your worries. It's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously.
Ебать, там звуки, охуеть.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Как же она давит на нее?
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals. I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
More ethereals are coming.
Keep going.
Too many. No chance to get out of this. Stay away from Lord Phaethon! There are so many.
Блядь, я думал, у меня все зависло. Это так продумано, охуеть. О, да. Здравствуй, здравствуй, здравствуй.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
Какие у нее большие формы.
Now. Thank you.
Ебать. Ну, вот так вот.
Finally, peace and quiet.
Это же птичка Фишель. Я забыл, как эта птичка
You
называется.
must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help. Can I ask, who? I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about? Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance. Guidance? What exactly does that mean? Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Не ожидал, что мы встретим Исуань так скоро. Я думал, мы под конец ее встретим.
Lord Phaethon, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out. and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows.
Ну что-то она резко изменилась.
So all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without... Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exalted, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure. And one day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina.
Да я сейчас сдерживаюсь еле-еле.
At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up!
Ну, меня
We
прям
have to
реально
go.
берет.
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me. Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Я не знаю. Вот это я не знаю. Я не могу посмотреть сейчас.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up.
Скорее всего, так и есть.
That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this.
Бля, как тебе это объяснить? Это фишка такая в каждой игре, когда... Блядь, как эта игра называется, я забыл. В каждой игре, когда стоят вот два персонажа, там всегда будет вот такая линия. Объяснить я тебе не смогу. Ну прям точно. Но в новелле, в каждой новелле игре, если на экране два персонажа, всегда будет разделение. А как это объясняется, я не смогу это тебе сказать.
Я врываюсь на его стрим.
Здрасте.
Но я имею в виду то, что типа ладно разделение, это похуй, но вот картинка, типа вот позади них, она вообще не изменится. Как будто их деления нет смысла, они рядышком друг с дружкой буквально стоят.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
Тут согласен.
Вот фишка новелл такая.
It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find.
Все, на грудь помацал, да?
А?
Грудь помацал.
Еще нет.
Ну, персон, да?
Good night, Lord Phaethon. Shaw, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
И тут съел. Да ладно.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo,
Мне все еще интересно, как выжил
I think
Хьюго.
I know where he would hide the tape.
Когда это уже расскажу.
Thank you, Shaw.
Ему же прям
You were
сердце
a big
пробило.
help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time.
Или он мог ядро жертв проглотить.
If it weren't for
Okay.
you cleaning up my messes, I would have
Who
been
was
fired
that?
ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Это... Как тебе сказать? Это в другой версии было. Если кратко объяснить, Диакон, вот этот волчара, убил своего друга из-за того, что Хьюго хотел типа убить Прокси. И вот, и когда Хьюго чуть ли не убил Прокси, Диакон пробил ему сердце насквозь. Вот. Это как закончилась прошлая сюжетка. Чё? Ладно, хотя бы метки поставили. Допустим. Вот это стопудово она. Хотя на голубь. Голуби похож. Это ворон. Yeah. Свай.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the champ. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the creator will guide me.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But what?
Hugo, he...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as
Это
they're allowing
накрутка.
members of their
Накрутка.
family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a
Ебать,
young
теперь
tycoon
6.
who inherited a sizable fortune.
Реально накрутка.
Partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Не-не.
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely.
Как она сразу
then let's go
настроение
together.
поднялось.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton.
Кто такой Бертон?
If you encounter any danger, please evacuate
Мы его
immediately
видели
or contact
или
me for
нет?
backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
какая у него тачка прикольная, а? Отвечай!
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
Да чё тут отвечать? Тут слушать надо. Хотя чё слушать, читать надо. Текст.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
Вот такой мой ответ на твой вопрос.
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family
Что-то
made their
кричит, я не
fortune than
понимаю.
most
Я не услышал.
I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
Да не, я еще по-доброму с тобой.
How did you know that? No, who
Я
are
еще
you?
пока сама доброта.
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now?
Что-то ты как-то низко пал.
And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach.
Да, блядь,
For
мне,
dessert, I will
сука,
prepare
тяжело
myself,
читать
and I guarantee it
текст
will
в игре и
satisfy you.
чат читать.
I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really
Нет,
don't
я
know
еще
how
не
Hugo
ел
used to put up
аху.
with it.
Я уже это не в первый раз говорю. Говорю. Говори.
Wow, you were so cool just now.
Пока
Like a
я не ел
powerful noble
аху.
lady. You sent Burton packing with just a few
Так.
words.
Girl boss.
It's just some techniques Hugo taught me.
Босс, я
Like
устал.
that dessert I mentioned.
Хватит.
It means I want them to offer more if they want to come to an accord.
Да я бы не сказал, что у меня второй экран.
Fortunately, that old fox
У меня есть
Hartman is
второй,
terrified of losing
третий
power.
и четвертый. Погоди. Да. Нет. Погоди. Раз, два, три. Да, три текста.
He's definitely keeping the
Три экрана,
destruction
где
of
у
the
меня выводится
sacrifice and the
чат.
fact that the sacrifice core is fake, hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Да, блядь, мне сюжет интересен.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you
Мне как-то
go,
не
I'll
хочется...
follow Lord Phaethon.
На чем я сказал? Что я хотел? Отвлекаться на чат что-то неохота. Вот сюжет интересен.
Isn't this
Не
going a bit
хочу
too
ничего
well?
пропустить.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Вот-вот. Вот так вот, да.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food.
Отвлекусь на секундочку. Тут вырез, если не ошибаюсь, побольше, как бы. Да. Ну, по-моему, побольше вырез. Вырез. Ладно.
Don't want to come
Продолжаем.
out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him.
Это ложь и провокация.
Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for...
Век он? Ебать. А теперь объясняй. Как ты, сука, выжил с дыркой, блядь, в сердце?
You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Может, мужики все одинаковые, но они мученики все разные. Ауф.
Petty tricks. Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death, my dear uncle. Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end.
А, ебать, даже за него дают побегать.
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least...
Я там говорил, с дыркой в сердце, блядь.
Angry.
Почему я вижу пакетик крови, который он даже, походу, и не насквозь пробил?
Нет, там прям была картинка, как он насквозь в руку.
Ну, у него пакет с краской. Буквально. В смысле, блядь?
Это он
You
кровь
should
пьет.
be happy.
Вампир?
We pulled that
Да,
off together with
он вампир.
flawless
Ну,
teamwork
откуда
and
нам знать,
managed
что
to
он, типа, ну,
fool
не
everyone.
знаю, куда-то не подвесил, я хуй его знает. Как тогда, блядь? Если он вампир, то чё бы это, он же бессмертен. Ему только кол. Ну, типа, вампир же, блядь. Тогда я реально не знаю, это везде.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just...
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful.
Почему шепотом?
I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around. Dealing with all these different
Я
important
что-то даже
figures.
потерялся немножко.
But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
Oh.
When I helped you put on your little act,
Великие слова,
killing you in
великих.
front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman.
Хотел сказать
That was
людей, но
intentional
тут
too, then?
нету людей. Это
Oh,
полулюди,
yes.
можно
And it
так
worked like a
сказать.
charm,
Один
didn't it?
Тирен, второй
Now no one cares for
вампир.
me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties, although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will... Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been
Пиздабол ты
impeccable,
великолепный.
as...
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk.
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure, of course, I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the exaltists.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet?
А? А у меня просто воображение слишком хорошее, и я себе немножко другое представил.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate. After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. And that's exactly what's happening now. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. So, Lycon, all you need to do is smile.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. Well,
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself?
А можем не двигаться там, не знаю.
Looks like
Спасибо.
someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
Типа там фоновые звуки. Интимные. Я успел. Охуеть. У меня, блядь, крошнулась игра, крошнулась АБС-ка, и причина неизвестна. Сука, что за хуйня? Блять, и где я продолжу? Что за хуйня? А почему у меня вернулось? А может себя вернуть? Так, только мне надо немножко поправить. Экранчик. Чё? Себя поправь. Что, охуенно? Извините. Где это? Вот так вот. Сейчас, по-моему, ровно встал. Так, пока он там разговаривает. Oh, no. О, я есть, я двигаюсь, я завис. Это я отвернулся, извините. Все, вот теперь я могу двигаться. Ладно, не так уж.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
Это уже не было.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain.
Так, картинка там, по-моему,
So,
нормально.
Hugo, for the sake of mommy's happiness.
Ну, нормально, без лага. Что? Кого там ёбнули? Что за задний фон?
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart.
Так, я так, музыку. Оф.
You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Почему у меня по битрейту говорят, что нестабильно?
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and... So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of...
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
Странно. Ладно.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a
что мне даже показывают, что наоборот даже не показывает. FPS даже не показывает.
Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, you know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing. But I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
I see. This is still
Что?
an illusion.
Опять?
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Ну дай подвигаться. Спасибо.
Brother!
Ага.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Почему начался психологический хоррор?
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Не знаю почему, но меня напрягает музыка. Она, по-моему, не особо такая и напряжная, но меня напрягает.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me? I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost?
А я заблудился.
Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Осуждаю. Спасибо за тишину. Забираю свои слова назад. Я надеюсь, это у вас не так уж громко было, как у меня. А чуть-чуть погромче сделаю. А возможно даже и громко. Не знаю. Ладно.
I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course.
Yes. Your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely. I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me. Many times. But I was careful. And
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their... Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident.
in this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to. You found a perfect opportunity
О, не забываем, кстати, метиться в лобби. Да. Метки забираем. Так, отвлекся, извините.
I don't remember that.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage that...
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles, pitting kin against each other, betrayals. It's like a curse, written into the Ravenlock family's genes.
Don't forget, my dear.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood.
Как-то это слишком затянулось, не? Или мне, я думаю, так кажется.
As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family.
Уже минут где-то 15-10 он сам с собой сражается, если можно так сказать.
You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite, and
Да, блядь, что за день курка, сурка, китка?
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
Удачи, подвигаться.
Seeing you
Спасибо.
means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Вот это уже было
I
низко.
don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father...
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces. So, the one who killed innocents...
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge.
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within. I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place. Even
just as you said, you are me, and I am you. We are ultimately one and the same.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is for that.
I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, wending fangs, and you know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill innocent civilians, wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. You can save more people. Save.
I've spent countless hours in.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so, of course, whether it's tops, I refuse to be dragged down by.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twist? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. But you stay silent and long. That's why you are incapable of exploiting. But remember, and we are children born from hatred.
But you, and I'll never lose to myself.
Скажите, что это все, пожалуйста. Умоляю. Чем мне драться сейчас надо будет? За хлебом. Шапку подними. Ладно, так и быть.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. It's about time you kneel. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
You're just afraid to admit it. Beg for mercy! You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
Просибался.
You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice.
Суки.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner. This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical...
How thoughtful. I'm touched.
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Как будто выпил ее.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without... Either way.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... But... I did have a very long... If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself... psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who
I wanted to ask what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death.
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never... I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting.
Just as I said before, I never considered perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done, or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffer. But just as you said, even if what we did was childish, nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Секунду. Секундочку. Надо ответить. Угу. Так, я тут.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltus fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well then, thank you for your assistance.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor...
Very well. Let's go. And don't slow me.
И снова у нас битвы. Опять шляпу снял.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Теперь у него какие-то другие анимации боя. Так, неинтересно. Ох, сука.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
Не, ладно. Ну, то же самое.
More workers here.
Допустим.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him...
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is...
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption.
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were dead? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny. But before we start...
Bro, should we really be doing this?
These workers keep talking. We're waiting. The sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an...
What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. This is essential. You have to take it before we continue. Of course, you...
Lycon, what are you...
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to a...
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me, but if you try to rush in...
I trust you.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them. Even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs? How are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. You have...
Что за взгляд?
Damn it! Who the hell are you?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can. For it...
What's that?
It means exactly what I said. I think sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks.
I don't have a choice.
You always have a choice. All right. Let's end the small talk here. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to...
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always. A certain someone. I'll leave the rest to you, then.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly...
As you can see, that worker just now. The pills were swapped out with vitamin T. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the action. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with...
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug, besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to...
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder...
Then, I have one last question.
The truth is, I heard everything. Before he passed away in that small attic.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or you know there's no way I'd allow myself to do. Besides, back then...
Jack...
It's all in the past. You don't need to... Enough. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location. Nikon, that incident back then, I didn't do. It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. And even before that, even now, I still think they just... But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that so I could only as long as I know.
You've changed.
Don't patronize. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive. I will walk the path I believe is right. Even if I must, but I will also allow you.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it.
It was just an accident. Not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I used to think you wanted power. That everything you did was for your own ambitions.
I am a god. Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
Знакомое... Ну, я не помню, кстати, откуда эти слова. Блядь, реально не помню. Магическая битва? Или нет?
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To witness the end of Ravenlock.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this?
On behalf of Tops, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. Tops is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have
have no... Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be...
Thief? Oh, Uncle. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. The one who turns every headline into my own stage.
It's just Connor.
I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you. You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too, and I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish. I've always been selfish. So I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures in any case. If you were in the same position. Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. I, Hugo Vlad.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger. Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Yeah.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear...
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She had...
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look? I'll Take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be...
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifice.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of...
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been. I'll contact you again once I have something. Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out. They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Чё опять? Ай, блядь. Секундочку. Опять этот, сука, баги. Баги-баги-буги. Баги-баги-буги. Я уже хотел Alt F4 нажимать. Ладно, что только игра огороженилась. Угу. Так. А вот это уже очень интересно. Во время этой миссии идет краш. Сейчас, секундочку. Пару секунд. Пару секунд, и я все сделаю. Может, это у меня что-то отлетает. Так. Я тебя выключу, чтобы ты мне не мешал. Где ты? Вот. История. Это, извините. Сейчас, по-моему, нормально.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out. They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
Успокойся.
You're not taking anything from here! Take this. Hugo, get the guards first. You just stepped into your own grave!
Allow me to reap your
Stay calm now.
Not worth my time.
I'll take you.
Prostrate yourself before the abyss.
Yeah.
Notice me, Lord.
Stand still.
Where are you looking?
Все, полетели.
Don't touch me, fool.
В смысле, фу.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate them. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and—
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But, according to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other...
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so...
It's only now that I realize how fortunate...
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same
Что за
routes.
голосом?
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide...
I will request additional compensation.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes... Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
Не, только не оно.
This is the future I
Не,
saw.
да сука. Это же оно. Падение Файтона.
Lord Phaethon.
Блять.
I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for. Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon. You'll see. Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. You'll see. There are containers by the fissure.
It must have been
Aw,
tough for you to
Dina.
find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you.
Those people have been taken to safety.
They're just mere test subjects. So there will always be people consumed by greed. And there, in any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had every... Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? That was the first time you felt hope. Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you... And you... What have you basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration? Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on. Do you really think you're some... In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope. Stop lying to yourself.
No.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim...
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster.
Tina, it's not too late to stop. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control. It's not the Hollows that are to... but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause...
That is merely the necessary sacrifice.
No one deserves to be...
You're hypocritical, mad. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator. And Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the...
Lady Dina. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. And I destroyed that. I know the pain of loss, so I want to atone. But Dina, I don't want to... Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live.
Camille, are you...
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the
point of no return.
No, Dina. You can't. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll...
No! I refuse, Camille!
Dina, I'm going to dispose...
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You've always followed my orders, and you...
It wasn't your order. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, I was certain, then and there. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Let's take out these ethereals first. We look safe. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Dina? Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
Are you satisfied now, Vivi? You were the one who brought... You're saying this is all my fault? I wish you had never come into... At first, when Father brought you home, there are so many Exaltists. Yet Father never allowed... But when Father brought you back, he told... I was also so happy the first time you took my place, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could... But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. It's only because of my ability that I know, but... Vivian, of course. The same goes for... I was terrified that one day I knew if that day ever came. And when that day did come...
Tina, you knew everything about what happened, and why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier,
Because... it's the only thing that makes me more special. It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used. Then, what about me? All I ever had. Well, I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father, and I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe...
I never wanted to hurt you. You are also my first friend.
And save me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more pain.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could... Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take... Okay, Dina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still... I won't apologize, Vivian. I don't want to hate myself. So I can only hate you for killing. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished. And Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Пиздец. Я не думал, что она выживет. Впервые позвонил с Бейли.
What happened? What the? Vivian!
Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice.
Бля.
I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Vivian! Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No, please. No.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Ёбаный столет.
No. It can't end like this.
Ебать.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
Сейчас, погоди секундочку. Полный пиздец.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo, can you recall what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did. But then I passed out, I guess.
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't never mind that for now. Belle,
Just a bit dizzy.
for tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything.
Okay. Good night then.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Бля, как хорошо, что с Вивиан все хорошо.
Vivian.
Напрягли.
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my...
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start, but I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycon.
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae, but if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, so the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her. She has quite an eccentric personality.
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once. There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I want...
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's...
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. He hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
что это все? Или мы еще с Ицуан? Исуань? Исуань? Как ее зовут? Встретимся. Короче, с наставницей. С новой наставницей. Нет, это все. О, грудочка. Халява. Ой, бля. Пизду такие, блядь, сюжетки. В смысле, это не все.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl. And
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an
even huskies can be really smart.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted. However, it seems we've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back... Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Your bamboo here are also very energetic.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your...
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, my name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is that... What's Ying?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yunquei. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
To better control my abilities. It sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach...
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated, still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
И... Ну, по идее, уже должен быть к концу подходить. Он как будто и не хочет заканчиваться.
I've looked it over, and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it, and you're already
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do.
Next, it's my turn. Hey!
So, this is where you were.
You're here, Belle? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve the... Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session. All gone? Good. It seems the banish wealth and desire spell is...
Banish wealth and desire? That's, this isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yunquai Summit. For now, let's...
Что-то этот NPC похож как будто из какого-то аниме. ГГ, типа, да. Ладно. Не о том я. Опять эти загадки. Блять, что я делаю? А? 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 Хм? Ага.
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Yes. Ah,
Seems it's closed.
not necessarily.
Huh?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business.
Just some things needed for our future.
Really?
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from... Since we've already obtained what we came for, there will be plenty of time in the future.
Всё. Фейк. Ой. Ой, там пан букву это дает. А вот это я буду уже потом выполнять. Я уже заколебался. Сколько? 5 часов. Сидеть на месте. У меня жопа болит до пизды. Ой, извините. Да, ну реально. Так, это мы поменяем. Это у меня нету. Это закончилось. Т-т-т. Осталось... Так, 40, 35. Еще крутак плюс-минус. О, фак. Как я устал. Как я устал. Но на этом я буду уже заканчивать. Сюжетами. Ой, как зашел. Ой-ой-ой. Конечно, опять без стекла не обошлось. Блядь, чё мне попалось сейчас в рекомендациях? Это бред. Ну чё? Да у меня нет слов. Это было прикольно, прекрасно. Это у меня просто нет слов. Это было сильно. Особенно, когда чуть Вивиан не умерла. Ну как не умерла, не превратилась эфириалом. Там я прям дико напрягся. Единственное, не понравился это вот момент с Хьюго, когда он там сам с собой типа сражался. Да, это слишком долго было. Слишком долго. Это можно было и уменьшить по времени. А так жду 2.0 версии, потому что там дико много чего появляется.
небе не бывает пусто. Там веками светит солнце, и я танцую, когда грустно. Мне становится светлее, я зажигаю яркие звезды, чтобы прямо из сердца в душу вот так сильно закрутилось. С каждым днем все лучше, лучше. Это я иду к счастью, у меня получается, и мой мир так прекрасен, чудеса в нем случаются. Это я иду к счастью, у меня получается, и мой мир так прекрасен, чудеса в нем случаются. Это я иду к счастью, у меня получается, и мой мир так прекрасен, только ноги устали чуть-чуть.